Okay, I'm out here and it's really windy. I don't know if you guys can hear me with the headphones. Probably not. But anyway, now I'm still sick. I'm still not feeling good, but I just didn't want to. Um, I'm being stuck in the house for a whole week, but I'm still sick. So, um, I just want to get out of the house. I've been in the house for a whole week. I'm like, man, and it's a nice day. It's like 69 degrees today. But yeah, I was saying, this is where I live. I live back over there. Back over there, a park. And then here's a pool. There's a pool over here and a park and a lake. This is a private lake. That's where I live. So, and I usually come out here like every other day, as long as the weather's nice. I haven't been outside in a whole week. So, no, I'm not better. But I was like, man, I need some fresh air, y'all. Just being cooped up in my house with my cat in the bed watching BTS videos. That's all I've been doing. I was like, well, let me watch this BTS video. I've been watching Run BTS in the soup. Like, I've been watching all these videos. And I was like, man, I need to leave the house. I got to go pick up my daughter's bike. I was like, man, I just need to get out and just, see what's going on out here. And get out the house. Tired of being in the house. Sucks. I mean, like, I'm not an in the house kind of person anyway. So for me to be in the house, like this whole weekend, we didn't go anywhere. Usually every weekend, me and my kids are out, and I didn't go nowhere. So that sucks. I like to go places. I like to do things. I work out like 5 days a week. I haven't been to the gym, but I was like, man, you visited temple today. Are you a Buddhist? I would tell y'all, my son's a Buddhist. Like, you have to see his room. I had to show you guys my son's room. My son's a Buddhist. Like, he goes to temple. He goes to the Buddhist center. There's a Vietnamese Buddhist center where I live, and he goes on Sundays. And he has a book on like he has a book on the Buddha and like enlightenment and all kinds of stuff. So whenever y'all say temple, it makes me think of my son, who's a Buddhist. My son doesn't eat meat. He's a vegetarian, by the way, which makes it challenging for me because me and my daughter are meat eaters, and we're not Buddhists. But yeah, my son, he's all into it. He has like prayer beads and all kinds of stuff. So, I know a little bit about Buddhism, but I know a lot because of my son. Became interested because we're definitely not Christians. So, I guess for him, that you're vegetarian too. Really, that is so cool. Yeah, my son, he's been a vegetarian for about a year now, and my son, he's 14. He'll be 15 in April. And so, at first, I thought it was a phase, but it's not a phase. My son likes incense and he does prayers and all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, he's definitely a vegetarian. He don't eat any meat. And so I have to cook. I had to learn how to cook vegetarian meals. And my son, he eats a lot of Indian food. And so, like Southeast Asian, that kind of Indian food. So he eats like a lot of like curry and he likes spicy food. And he eats, I cook a lot of rice for him. I don't eat rice, even though I love Asian food. I don't eat rice. Oh, you're a Hindu? Oh, okay. Namaste, namaste. Yeah, my son, he looked into Hinduism too, but there's like several Buddhist temples. There's a Buddhist monastery by my house, which I had no idea. It's for men. It's a male like monastery. I didn't think we had that here in Texas of all places. But there you'd be surprised. There's a huge Hindu and a huge Buddhist kind of like following here. Like, you'd be surprised. There's a huge like Hindu temple that's like beautiful. It's like ornate. It's like gorgeous. It's one of the most gorgeous things I've ever seen, and it's not that far from me. And I used to drive by it when we lived in our old neighborhood. But yeah, so that's what my son's a staunch. He's a staunch vegetarian too. Like he's like no meat, no any kind of animal. He doesn't eat it. So whenever it comes from an animal, he try not to. Like he doesn't even do dairy. So which has been, well, I don't do dairy either, but I love my son. My son is very unique. He's a very unique person. He's a very quiet, still, very smart. I have a really, really great son. I'm lucky. I have a really respectful, kind son. Although he hates K-pop, but still, I'm not going to hold that against him. He hates K-pop, but I love him. So he's like, I don't get it, Mom. I don't understand this K-pop craziness. He calls it craziness. He's like, it's so crazy. But he just indulges it. He'll buy me like little K-pop stuff online. A lot of the stuff I have is because my kids buy me stuff that, even though they don't like K-pop, but they don't buy me. But my kids love Korean culture though. They love Korean culture a lot. I have a whole video that I gotta post that I gotta finish editing as soon as I get better. But they love Korean culture. They just don't like K-pop. They love Korean food. We go to Korean festivals. They wear the hanbok, everything. But they don't like K-pop. They like, that don't count. Which is really true though, because K-pop is really not really Korean culture. But hey, your brother don't like K-pop, but he like RM. My kids don't like none of them. Now, my daughter brings up Felix from Stray Kids quite a bit. I was like, because she'll bring up something and it'll be Stray Kids, and I'm like, honey, I don't even like Stray Kids. Why do you keep bringing this up? But she's like, well, you're going to the concert in June. And I'm like, yeah, honey, but you just keep. So I think my daughter is a low-key Stray Kids fan, because she always sends me these videos about like Felix from Stray Kids. And I'll be like, honey, I'm not a stay. She like, oh, here's this video of Felix from Stray Kids eating a birthday cake. And I was like, okay. I'm like, I don't even say anything. I was like, thanks, honey, I guess. Like, she knows the members of BTS. She can name all the members of BTS. She know what Sugar look like. She like, man. She know what Sugar look like. She's just like, here's a video from Felix. I was like, girl. I'm like, so I think, don't tell nobody. I think my daughter's an undercover. I think she's an undercover Felix lover. Because that's the only one she knows. She be like, Felix. I said, how you know? She like, that's Felix from Stray Kids. I was like, girl, okay. I was like, don't be like that. If you like Stray Kids, you like Stray Kids. Don't let your family and friends deter you, girl. And she gets all mad. She's like, I don't like K-pop. I'm like, yeah, but why you got Felix? I think she just likes Felix from Stray Kids. I think she thinks he's cute. But my daughter will never admit it though. She'll be like, no, I don't. No, I don't, Mom. I'm like, just admit it. It's okay. It's okay. We all have fallen for the charms of Felix from Stray Kids. He's a good-looking man. It's a good-looking guy. Let's see, where am I going now? Walking the street. I'm so happy to be out the house. Y'all don't know. I feel like I escaped. I'm like, run, escape, run. Yeah, she just loved Felix. I was like, stop. I told my daughter, I said, it's okay. It's fine. No one's here to judge you. We listen, we don't judge. I don't judge anybody. I was like, if you like Felix and Stray Kids, girl, okay. I was like, do you want to go to Stray Kids concert with me and your Aunt Jennifer? She said, no. I said, we're going in June. She like, no. I told her, I said, it's too late anyway. She was going to be able to get tickets because it's sold out. Their concert sold out like within an hour. I know people that are still trying to get JHOPE tickets, like in Malaysia and Taipei. In the Philippines, people are still trying to get tickets. But Like like this is not the time. I told people to be getting J-Hope tickets. This is not the time. The time was 2 weeks ago. This is not the time to get your J-Hope tickets. Cause you really it right now the scalpers have bought up all the tickets and they have driven the prices up. So I mean, I didn't see some prices in the Philippines in Manila like crazy. Like I've seen like tickets that are like eight, 900, $1,000 for tickets way in the back that I knew that when they were on pre-register they were like $120. These people are selling $120 tickets for like $1,000 now. Like I was like, this is not the time to be getting your J-Hope ticket because those scalpers have bought up all of the tickets and they are like doubling, tripling. Just depends on how desperate people are. But yeah, in the Philippines, people are still trying to get these J-Hope tickets. But they're like every time. And then you got to be careful because there are people out there scamming tickets, saying that they have tickets. They're like, oh, just send me the money, I got the ticket. And then they only had a ticket. I'm like, what? This is crazy. Like they were sending alerts out on Blue Sky telling people that's what's going on right now. Like people are pretending to have tickets, and then you cash out them. They're telling people don't cash out people, don't Zelle, don't cash out, don't PayPal, do not send anybody any money electronically. Who talking about they have tickets, and then talking about they gonna send you a barcode or a number, and then they lying. They don't even have the ticket, so they're telling people don't do that because people out here scamming people for these J, which is sad because there's so many armies that are desperate to get these tickets, but just tell people they just have to be careful, like, and not trust people. And then some people, it's like reputable companies and websites saying that they got these tickets for sale, and then they don't. Some of these places people bought tickets from before, and then now they like, oops, no, we're sorry, we sold out. And then they telling people that they gonna get a refund like in 30 to 60 days. Girl, oh, you said it happens here too. People buy Coldplay tickets and sell it for high price. Oh yeah, it happens for every concert. But they telling people to just be careful. You gotta know. It's bad enough they driving up the price, but if people willing to pay, and then you like, okay, where's my ticket at? And then they like, oh sorry, it's sold out. We gonna give your money back in 60 days. Girl, I'll be mad too. I was like, what? Yeah, one lady was online talking about she didn't spend $1,000 for tickets, and then they told her it was sold out. Then they were like, well, we'll give you a refund. And she was like, okay. She's like, okay, how long is gonna take? It's gonna take 45 to 60 days. I gotta wait 2 months to get a refund back, and I didn't spend like $2,000 paying. I said, lady, make sure y'all read that fine print before you start buying those tickets. People make sure they read the fine print. What's the refund policy? Because nobody wants to wait 2 months to get a refund back, and you just spent like $2,000, and you gotta wait 60 days to get your money. Oh no, that's crazy. I'm like, I didn't even know what to say. That's crazy. Yeah, he's I'll be mad too. Girl, I'll be fighting mad. I'm like, I kind of need my money back, like right now. So not only did this person not get the ticket, then they money held up for 45 to 60 days. I was like, dang, like she was gonna try to make other arrangements to go to a different location. And now she can't do that because her money held up for 45 days. She was like, okay, I'll just try to get tickets from another location. Now that she can do it for $2,000 something. That's like, you can't do this to me outside. You can't do this to me. Like, J.O., wait. You going where? Man, I need somebody to watch my kids. So I ain't got nobody to watch my kids. So I can't leave. And then, like, San Antonio's like 4 or 5 hours away. So I'm really stuck out. So I didn't want to leave my kids here by themselves. And then when my sister-in-law, if she not going to be available, then, I mean, that's a dangerous situation. I wouldn't dare. Like, I love you, J-Hope, but I love my kids a lot more. I'm not leaving my kids in a situation where I'm full. Their mama 4 or 5 hours away, and then I would end up having to spend the night. And then I can't take them with me because the concert is on a Thursday. And they at school, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to take them out of school for 2 days. I was like, man, J-Hope, why can't that concert, why couldn't it have been just on a Saturday? Like, I was so annoyed. It's like, damn you, J-Hope. Well, it ain't his fault, though, but the people who organized it, I was like, the concert dates are Thursday and Friday. I was like, why can't it be just, like, I would have took a Friday and a Saturday. Like, I would have took anything other than a Thursday and a Friday. Man, like, I can't take my kids out of school. I'm like, ugh. Oh, you can't hear because of the winds? Oh, yeah, it's windy, girl. But, yeah, I was mad. I was like, I'm not mad at J-Hope. It's just, it is what it is, But I'm just kind of annoyed because I'm like, first of all, I wanted him to come to Dallas, not San Antonio, but I get it. I understand. But I wanted him to come to Dallas. If he would have came to Dallas, I would have got tickets because I pre-registered and everything. I sat online for an hour and a half. I pre-registered and everything. And I was about to buy the tickets and then bam. I was so close. I was about to reserve my tickets. Sadly, no babysitter. Sadly. I didn't want to. And then on top of that, I didn't want to drive 4 to 5 hours. Period. So, I didn't want to drive all the way to San Antonio. Now, when BTS come and they in Austin, San Antonio, I don't care what BTS is at. Yeah, I'm going to drive. BTS, no matter where BTS goes, I will drive. I will drive. I don't care. I will drive. Yeah, it's windy out here. It feels good though. But yeah, I will drive for BTS. But for J-Hope, I'm like, I don't know J-Hope. And if it's during the summer, yeah, I definitely would. I would have took my kids with me. I'd be like, come on, kids. Like, they ain't got to go to the to the concert. My daughter was like, I'll go with you. I'm like, oh boy. And knowing that she don't even like, she would have sat that whole entire time with a look on her face like, what is this? But I think if I take my kids to a K-pop concert, I think they probably have a good time. Like, they say they wouldn't, but I think they probably would. Oh Lord, I'm back. I'm back. I'm gonna give a dance song. What? Hey, what? I'm already dancing. I'm stir crazy. I haven't barely slept in like a week. Like, I think last night is the first time I slept longer than like an hour. Because I wake up coughing. Oh my Lord, I wake up coughing, yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, you live in a village. BTS came here to India to take a train 15 hours. Oh my Lord. That's too far. Well, I would do it for BTS though. Like, if I had to take a train, yeah, for BTS, I'd take a train. I'd take a couple of day train. I would do it. I would be like, well, I guess I'm doing it. Guess we on the train, kids. But I would do it for BTS. I would do it because it would be like a once in a lifetime thing for me. And and K-pop concerts are fun. And I'm dying to see how this BTS experience. It's gonna be crazy though. My sister-in-law was like, it's gonna be crazy when they sell them tickets in 2026. I said, yeah, I'm gonna have to pre-register and get all my ducks in a row, and we'll be back at the beginning. Back at the beginning. I think I need to sit down. I feel a little dizzy. I'm gonna be honest. I feel a little dizzy. I think I'm gonna sit right here. I feel a little woozy. Oh, Lord. It's very nice out here. People out here walking their dogs, walking their babies, and their dogs. Tired. I'm tired. Oh, Lord, y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired. You will do it if your sister comes with you? Like I said, my sister-in-law and my kids would go. But when that concert come, I know my sister-in-law will go because she knows I really want to go to BTS. And she's the one that got me into K-pop. I was trying to rest. Like I can barely breathe. Oh, she's crazy for Taeyoung. Oh, wow. My sister-in-law, her bias is Sugar, but her bias isn't like my bias for Sugar. Like she likes his music, and she likes him as a producer and an entertainer. She finds Sugar funny, but she ain't crazy over Sugar like I am. Like she calls me Delulu. She's like, "You're a Delulu fan." I said, "No, I'm not Delulu. Like I'm not delusional. So I'm just Sugar's my ult. So I'm a Sugar super fan, I would say, but I'm not delusional. Like I don't think like, oh, I'm gonna be with Sugar one day. Like that's crazy. I'm just a fan. I'm just a fan. A crazy fan. Like at the park over here. Y'all, I done got out of breath. I done walked around for about 30 minutes. I guess that's good. Considering that I'm like all congested and I can barely talk. And then like everybody's like, are you gonna do a live stream? I was like, I can barely even talk, man. Are you crazy for all of them? All of them. You OT7. Look, I'm out here with my little cap on. You're OT7. Oh, yeah. I'm tired. Somebody's alarm is going off. I'm tired, y'all. It's really bright. Like when you don't be out the house for a whole week and then you step outside, I'm like, ah. I'm like, Lord, help me. My kids make fun of me all the time. My kids are like, Mom, your voice, it's better than it was. Like 4 or 5 days ago, I could barely even talk. I couldn't even talk. Like my voice was like, that's what I sounded like a couple of days ago. I was like, my kids are like, just write it down, Mom. Just text us. I was texting my kids. I'm sitting there standing next to them, and I'm like, because I needed them to do something, I'm mad, and I'm like, and like I couldn't even yell at my kids. I still can't. I'll be like, go over there and do that, and they're like, what? I was like, By the end of the day, my voice is like, especially if I talk a lot. So I try not to talk too much. And then at night when I get ready to go to bed, it's really like I have no voice at night. I'm getting like alerts from 17. I guess 17 is doing a comeback because I'm on Weverse and I keep getting alerts. And then Blackpink doing a tour, and a lot of their fans is like, Blackpink doing a tour, should we even go? I said, dang, because I heard things about that Blackpink tour that was not good. Oh, I look like your grandmother when she was young. You know what looks like my grandmother? My daughter looks like my grandmother when my grandmother was younger. She looks exactly like my grandmother. But that's a compliment. Yay. But them Blackpink fans, them Blinks, they were upset because from what I heard about the Blackpink tour, the last one, what was it, 2023? Yeah, I heard it was horrible. Like people were roasting that tour. People online saying it was horrible. Horrible. People were saying that Blackpink tour was terrible, y'all. They were saying that like the singing wasn't good. They were saying also online, I heard from like real people who went to the tour. I heard that a Blackpink tour wasn't selling out like that. That's what they was telling me. I was like, what? I heard that from numerous people all over the world. I heard somebody from Korea. I heard two people from America. Different people went to different venues, and they were saying that the Blackpink tour wasn't even sold out. That they were saying that it was sold out, but it wasn't. People are like, no, it's not sold out. There's a bunch of seats. I was like, what? They were like, yeah. And then people were complaining about the quality of the tour. People were saying that, like, they said that tour was a hot mess. They were saying that, like, the dancing wasn't good. You heard that too? Yeah, I heard the dance. And then the people took video. Like, you can go on YouTube, and they had a YouTube video where people were saying that the tour was awful. They were like, this dancing was horrible. And so some of the Blinks was trying to say that it was just a bunch of haters. But no, I heard from real Blinks that the tour was trash. And so a lot of them this time are like, should we even go? Because I know somebody that spent like $1,000 per ticket. They spent like $3,000 on good tickets when they came to LA. And they were saying that the concert was trash, y'all. They were saying that the concert was straight up trash. They were saying that the choreography was off. They said the dancing wasn't good. They said the singing, you could tell that the singing was lip synced. You could tell when they weren't singing. I have a friend that has video that was like the whole entire time she was sitting there like, this is trash. You think that they should release a new album? Yeah, they only had that many out. Blackpink only had like what, 2 albums. But y'all know that's how YG do it though. You know, yeah, that's the strategy with YG. I was told that they like put Blackpink on hiatus because they had like a contract dispute. I read about that, and then yeah, there was a lot of things going on with Blackpink's contract, and that's one of the reasons why they each released their solo thing. And I don't understand how Jennie and Jisoo, how are they releasing singles and albums right now, and then they about to come on the tour, but Blackpink don't have no music. I'm like, so Blackpink ain't got no music? I'm like, man, come on now. So Blackpink ain't got no music, but so I was like, are they just gonna get up there and sing their solo stuff? Is that what they gonna get up there? Is Lisa gonna sing Born Again? I will show you. That song had to grow on me. I didn't like it. I like the Jennie song with Doechii. I just did a short about it. Their concert tickets price were higher than BTS. They should at least put in a decent. That's what I heard too. I heard that their concert tickets was real high, real high. And then the fact that people were saying that, like, even when it came time for it to start, that it was supposed to start at like 7 or 7:30, that they was late. That in some places that they were late, that they didn't get on stage to almost 8. Like, I heard crazy things about that Blackpink tour. And I was gonna go. I was like, oh man, too bad I didn't get to see Blackpink in concert because I wasn't a Blinks fan. But now I'm like, well, maybe that's a good thing, because I would have been really mad if I would have spent like $600-700 on tickets, and then the concert would have been horrible. I would have been like, what? I would have been like, oh hell no, I want my money back. But yeah, I kept hearing that over and over again. And like I said, people try to blame it on haters. And, oh, people hating. They hating on, they ain't real Blinks. And I was like, look, if you spent enough money to go to a concert and you have concert footage, then you obviously like the band. I mean, ain't nobody spending, well, I was about to say, ain't nobody spending no $500-600 on a band that they don't like. But, which is true. But I'm like, if you're going to spend that much, obviously you must like K-pop. You must like Blackpink. You're not just a hater. So, the people who didn't go and said they lied, they said they went, forget those people. But there are people who posted footage on social media saying, I went, this is my horrible experience. They weren't on time. And I've seen some of these videos, no, the dancing was not good. And they were lip syncing. So I think some people, and then I was like, can we really constitute this as a world tour? Like, can we talk about that? It's 10 dates all over. But I'm like, is this a real world tour? It's 10 dates, really? I'm like, and I'm not trying to drag Blackpink. Y'all know I like them. But I'm like, really? Really, Blackpink? I'm thinking like world tour, and then they release the dates and the times, and I'm like, okay, so y'all, yep. So y'all going to like Korea, Tokyo, Japan, London, and then some dates in America. Like y'all going on 10 dates, and y'all like, yeah, it's a world tour. And I'm like, I guess technically speaking, y'all going around the world, and it is a tour. So I quote unquote it's a world tour, but that's not really my definition of a world tour. But we just gonna let them. I mean, I'm like, damn, JHOPE going on more dates than y'all are. I'm like, and JHOPE just by himself. I'm like, why? JHOPE just got out the military. He coming out with a whole new album on the 7th. Like, what's y'all excuse, Blackpink? What is y'all excuse? YG. YG just amazes me how they just keep bungling their artists like all the time. And I like YG. Don't y'all give me love. Don't get me wrong. I love YG. I like the founder of YG. I like him. You know, he's a legend. But the way he manages his artists, you know, the way they done Baby Monster, and then they're supposed to come out with another group called Little Monster. I'm like, what? And then how they did 21, and you know, I'm still salty about that. And then how they just like Baby Monster basically just like copy Blackpink. Okay, yeah, all right, YG. I'm just gonna let it go, YG. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go, YG. I'm gonna let it go, YG. It's not a world tour. Yes, it's a 3-4 country tour. Oh, you don't like YG? A lot of people said that they music. That's because they got the same producers for everybody. You know, all the YG groups have the same producer. You know, but that was their plan. YG was founded on that. The fact that the founder of YG, you know, like I just did a video about like the history of like hip hop dance, and I talk about the Soteji Boys. He was a member of the Soteji Boys. Soteji and the Boys. Sorry, it's Soteji and the Boys. That's how it is. But he was a founding member of that. So I mean, the founder of YG is successful, but the way he does stuff is like how it was done like in 2013, 2014. It's like he really need to like up his game, like with social media and you know, like he's still doing stuff the way they did stuff like 10 years ago. That's my problem with YG. They still got music styles and taste and management that hasn't updated with the times, because the guy, the CEO, he runs the show, and so he hasn't really updated with the times. Oh, you watched that video? Oh, okay, thank you. I like YG's music, but I just think it's 10, 15 years behind. And that's saying something for K-pop, because K-pop music is behind anyway. But YG to me is really, really behind. Like they I understand that they want to stick with the same producers, but you have to grow in the industry. And YG just, you know, the way they stagger their music and they comebacks is spaced too far apart, and the way they got lucky with Blackpink, because Blackpink came out at the right time with the right kind of music in 2016, 2017. And this is when BTS was hitting their stride, and you know, other groups were, I don't know if we're hitting their stride. So Blackpink just came at the right time for girl groups. There was so many boy groups, and then Blackpink came on the scene, and then everyone was like, oh, here's a girl group now. Here's like a girl group version of BTS. Like basically that's what they kind of consider Blackpink. But YG they squandered them. They squandered, I never seen anything like it. Like they just bungled Blackpink's success. They just bungled the whole thing. They just messed it up. Like I could have planned out something better. They just messed it up. They messed up they messed up their media. Like Blackpink has a really good look. They had a really good sound. But for 2016, 2017, 2018, yeah, that was good. It's 2025, gonna be 2026. So hopefully they'll come out. They're working on some new music. Cause I don't want them out there on a tour talking about boom baya. Boom baya. I don't want them talking about how you like that. And then that's the whole tour. We just gotta hear boom baya and how you like that. And how you like that, and I'm just like, okay, I want to hear a bunch of old songs, because I thought about it. I was like, man, if they come here, but they ain't coming to Texas. But I don't think it's gonna be worth doing 10 dates, and you doing, they can do their solo music, and they can hit you with that did. And that's it. We're gonna be singing our solo stuff, and then we're gonna hit you with that did. And then we be like, girl, we gone. I'm like, what's going on? Like, this is it? So hopefully they'll come out with a new album, or a mini album, maybe a couple of songs. Blackpink needed to evolve with their music like BTS. Yeah, Blackpink didn't evolve. Blackpink did not evolve. They did not change with the time. I mean, their solo stuff is good. Like, I like what Jennie is doing. Jennie is, it ain't my kind of look. Don't get me wrong. It's not, I'm a Lisa stan. Like, Lisa's my bias. But her album was just not mine. It was not my cup of tea. I'm just going to just keep it real. And Jennie, her album, I heard all her songs. There's a few of them that's okay. But, for the most part. And then Jisoo, I think I heard like 2 or 3 of her songs. But for the most part, it's just not really, all they solo stuff kind of fell a little flat. For me, it's just really not my kind of music. I'm not saying it wasn't produced well or marketing good, Oh, Rose did, Opta, and that was cool. But, and that hit took off. I like Rose's music. And then that other song she did, it was Toxic to the End. The Toxic song, I like Rose. Rose, to me, shocked me. Out of all Blackpink, I thought Jennie and Lisa would be the one that would really jump off into huge popularity. So I was surprised when Rose is so popular now. Like, and her music is much more catchy and much more modern. So whoever Rose is working with, or whoever advice she took, she need to keep up with that, because Rose's music is much more modern. It fits her. It looks like her. When I see Jennie, like, for some reason, like I said, I ain't trying to dog Jennie, but when I see her do these songs, to me it don't fit like what she looks like. So I understand that she's trying to come across as like this real bad bitch, and she trying to do that. But to me, her music don't fit her branding. Like, to me, doggy. To me, Rose music fits her branding. It fits what she look like. Lisa's music, even though I don't, I mean, it's okay. But Jisoo, her music fits her branding. Jennie, to me, either she's trying to change her style or trying to change her branding. But to me, her music just don't fit, and her persona fit, like, to me, what I picture her as. Like, she really trying to do like this bad bitch. To me, like, she trying to kind of like be Lisa. She trying to out Lisa. And I'm just like, it don't really fit her. Like, it don't. Jennie, it don't fit her. Rose, good job, girl. It fits her. The music fits her. It fits her voice. It fits her branding. Jennie, I'm just like, every time I hear her music, and I'm like, that's cool. But then when I look at Jennie, and I'm like, girl, is this you though, for real though? Or is this somebody in marketing telling you this is what you need to do? I'm going to say less about that. I just feel like Jennie, like, she trying to be something, a persona that marketing or label or whoever is telling her that she need to be to sell the most albums. You're not a big fan of Jisoo. I love her personality. I I'm not a fan of Jisoo's music. I like that flower song. You know, she was doing that flower song when she was like, "Dun, dun, 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 dun," when she was out there doing the flower dance. But I like her music because it fits her personality. She's out there with the little flower, you know, little flower. When she was out there with the little flower. And the flower. I like that. She was out there with the little flower, you know. I like that. I like that. Lisa, her music fits her kind of personality. But like I said with Jenny, I just be looking at her like, yeah, Jisoo's cool and funny. Her music fits her. But Rose, perfect. Lisa, okay. But Jenny, I'm like, girl, really? Is this you? I like the song that she did with Doechii, but I watched the video and I'm like, that's not how I see Jenny. Like maybe that's how she sees herself. But for a lot of us fans, we just kind of like, it's a little jarring for me, you know, to see her with the, you know, with the gold in her teeth and she, you know, up here talking about, you know, yeah, girl, yeah, but you know, and I'm just like, Jenny Kim, is this really you, girl? Now, Lisa, yes. Lisa can kind of do a Doja Cat kind of thing. But Jenny, I'm like, Jenny, is this you, girl? Jenny, is that you? Like, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. She's experimenting. Yes, she's in her experimental phase. And I hope whatever that she does, I hope she has success with it. And I hope she finally finds her stride in her niche. But to me, like, I just need to, this ain't really it right for me. I'm like, all right, girl. She need to find her stride. And I hope she do find her stride. I wish her nothing but success. I like Jenny. She's a beautiful girl. You know, that's that whole Kim Tae-young thing with Jenny. That's a sore spot for a lot of armies. Lord. I'll be like, can we just admit that they were dating? Now, I don't know whether it was a love relationship, but I'm like, armies, can we finally admit that Jenny and V were dating? I'm, in my opinion, Jenny and V have had an on-again, off-again kind of thing. As to how far that goes, I don't really know. But I would say that they've had an on-again, off-again. But I think it's the thing where Jenny wants her career probably more than she wants V. Let me stop. Allegedly. Allegedly. These are all my opinions. But allegedly, from what I have learned and observed, Jenny, I think she's like, I don't want to be your girlfriend. I want my own. I need to get to the next level in my own career, and me being with you is not helping this. They do. They look cute together. They were so cute together. Like, they were so cute. And then everybody just ruined it. Everybody was like, oh my God. Like, all the blinks and the army started fighting. And I was like, but I want them together. They would have some cute ass little babies. Oh my God, Jenny, Kim, and Kim Tae. Oh my God, like they ain't even got to change their last name. I'm like, they can even keep their names. I was so excited. I wasn't even a BTS fan or a Blink fan, but I heard that they was dating, and I was like, two really good looking people is dating. Like, I didn't know anything about K-pop then. I was just really excited because I was like, these two pretty people need to date. They need to have some babies, some talented, pretty babies. But then, like, they broke up, and I was like, ah. And then there's half an army's in denial. They're like, no, they weren't together. I was like, there are pictures of video of them together, like, together. Like, them kissing and hugged up at a club. Like, that was them. Like, her leaving his apartment. But then it ended. And like I said, we don't know, like, how serious it could have been them just enjoying each other's company. Like, you know, I tell people, they get too wrapped up in these K-pop quote-unquote relationships. And I was like, a lot of times, y'all think these relationships, they really not relationships. It's just two people enjoying each other's time. Like there's a rumor going on that was, I don't know if it's anymore, that Suga was or is dating some actress that it's on again, off again. She's a pretty well-known Korean actress. She's a real pretty girl. But people are like, oh, I was like, I don't think it's Suga's girlfriend per se. It's just this girl. I say, y'all think way too much into these relationships in Korea. I was like, if it was his girlfriend, she would be meeting his parents. It would be, he would be, it would be a more of a serious type thing. But people see two K-pop singers together or K-drama or see them with the girl and they think like, oh my God, they together. And I'm like, they could just be on a date. We don't know how together until somebody proposes. In my mind, I'm like, eh. Just because you see somebody leaving some apartment, I'm like, yeah, I wish the girls would introduce. BTS will introduce a girlfriend when it becomes serious. When it gets to be real serious, where they didn't introduce this chick to their mama and, and all of that, then I think, and then the girl has a great, it takes a strong, look, anybody who date BTS is going to be lucky, but it will be hard on you as a person to be like, I'm dating a BTS member, because instantly, the moment they figure out who you are, they're going to go online and they're going to pull up your family, your friends, your job, your mama, what you did in high school. Like, it is so hard. It would be almost impossible to date them and to be out unless it was something where it's going towards marriage. Because if you get to the point where it's going towards marriage, then they would have to come out and say something, But I think that every girlfriend that they've had, and they've had girlfriends, I don't think it's ever been a situation where it's been serious enough for them to be like, okay, I'm finna come out with this girl. And then she may just be terrified. I would be scared to death that these fans are going to threaten me, drag me, dox me. Like, I would be like, oh God, my life is over. Unless they're going to get married. Yeah, some fans, they're crazy. Your sister was happy when Taeyang. I want BTS to be happy. And they are in a really bad situation when it comes to finding someone. Because number one, I could imagine it must be hard for them to find somebody that's genuine with them. I write a lot of fan fiction. So when I write my fan fiction, I put myself in their place. Like, what would it be like to be a BTS member trying to navigate and date somebody? So that's why I write a lot of fan fiction that's about romance, that's about relationships with them, because it's just me thinking like outside the box. Like, I just posted one about JK. I'm like, what would it be like to be JK, to date somebody and to know that you want to be loved and taken serious, and then have a person be with you because you're famous and good looking and rich and handsome and clout, and you bring all of this clout with you. What would it be like to date somebody and then knowing that they're not really that serious with you, that they're with you for all the wrong reason, that had nothing to do with you as a person, that they don't really care about you as a person? So that's why I write a lot of fan fiction. I posted one, about Jungkook, because yeah, it would be hard to find someone who really loved you, who really, 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 really loved you. Somebody that's gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna take the death threats and being hounded because I really love this person, and go to bat for you as a person, to really, really, really love you, and not be suspicious that that your heart is going to be broken. Because I feel like the BTS members, I feel like some of them, if not all of them, have had their heart broken, like mercilessly broken. Like, especially early on when they really were starting to become famous, like 2017, 2018. Like, I'm sure that they've broken hearts, but I'm sure a few of them have gone through the ringer, have had somebody they really thought, oh, this person gonna be with me. Oh, this person love me for me. And then found out, oh, they just using you. Oh, they want to be with you because of your money, or they want to be with you because their parents really like you. That's another thing that people don't put into factor. When you're dealing with a very conservative culture like Korea, to be with somebody and knowing that you may have to keep it a secret from everybody. Like, I could not date somebody knowing that I can't tell my friends, I can't tell my sister-in-law, I can't tell my kids, I can't tell my YouTube channel. Like, you really can't tell nobody, because you date some you Jungkook, you start dating somebody and you're like, look, you can't tell your sister, can't tell your parents that I'm dating you. At least not in the beginning. Because you don't know if you're going to tell your cousin. And you're like, girl, I'm dating JK. And your cousin may be well-meaning. But like, he or she, your cousin, he or she, may blab off at the mouth and be like, girl, my cousin dating Jungkook. Don't tell nobody. Shh. Your cousin may go to work and be like, everybody, my cousin Jay dating Jungkook. Just because they're excited, not knowing that they may tell somebody. And that person may be like, what? Yeah, my cousin dating Jungkook, but don't tell anybody. Shit. The moment dispatch show up and be like, we're going to give you $200-$300 because we heard that your cousin, we heard that your coworker's cousin is dating Jungkook, and we're going to give you some money to break this exclusive. So the idea that you got to date somebody famous and the fans are going to drive you crazy. But then you can't really tell your family members and friends because they may rat you out. And then your relationship might get complicated and it'll end. Because once people start to know, then the press is going to hound you. The fans is going to hound. So you really like, you just going to sit there and date this person. And then, you know, your mama like, ooh, who you dating? And you're like, nobody. We heard you dating somebody. Yeah, a guy. Well, why don't you ever introduce us? No. So you really have to be like, okay, we gonna sneak around and I can't tell nobody I'm dating you. Oh, they 100%, they were talking about somebody in code language. Oh, and I haven't watched Are You Sure yet? Oh, they was talking in code? Yeah, you know they talk in code. Yeah, I'm sure they're dating. Like I said, I never act like these stars are like virgins and they're dating women. But like I said, as to how far this dating goes, is something that has to be kept very low key. And then I don't know what men feel because I'm not a man. But I can tell you as a woman, I couldn't date somebody like that because I want to be with my man. You know, I want to be with my man. Like out and proud with him. You know, I couldn't hide it. It's cough time, y'all. So I couldn't be with somebody and it'd be like, oh, it's a secret. Because I don't want to be sneaking around at night together. I couldn't do that. Ooh, y'all, I gotta go. It's been fun, y'all. I gotta go. I'm having a coughing fit. But I will see you guys around. Thank y'all guys for being here. Bye. Oh, I gotta go. Cough, cough, cough.